Well, I'm sure you can see that the tide's all the way in there. So the tides are very, very early at the moment. A little bit too early for me, so what we're going to do today is go, so I don't know if the sun's in my face, in your face there, go do some bottle digging today. We're going to go meet Mark. Yeah, I've not been bottle digging for a while because I lost the car, as some of you may know. I had to scrap the car and I've no transport now, so I'm having to catch a train to where I'm going today to meet Mark, so hang tight and I'll come back to you. Well, just while we're waiting on Mark arriving, I think I'll just have a wee bit of a mudlark here and see if we can see anything interesting. There's lots of ash, as you can see. This stuff here, the black, is ash that's been washed out. Let's have a wander around. Alright, back soon. There you go, there's the first bit of pottery, blue and white. Looks like the traditional Chinese pottery with the two lovers. Standard blue and white stuff. That's a bit of a plate by the looks of it. So yeah, there's another bit of blue and white there. Look, somebody's dislodged. More of it. Little boat on there by the looks of it. Little Chinese junk, as they call them. So yeah, there's bits of all sorts, obviously washed out over the years. Let's see if you can hear me over this the wind that's blowing here. Yeah, like I say, I'm just waiting on Mark turning up. He's not too far away, I don't think. So on his way, he says. There we go. There's a little piece of some pinky flowers on there. There you go, folks. It's a bit far away from home, but there's a coconut. It's like somebody's, yeah, still milking it. You can see it dripping out there, look. I'll smash that on the rocks and the birds can have that. What a random thing, a coconut on the beach. So there we go, there's the coconut broken open for the birds. Hopefully they'll dig into that. Fancy a bit of that myself now. And there's another piece of pottery. You can see that, it's got a little girl, or two little girls on there. Put the camera on close up and you can have a look. Well, there you go, they're quite warm, but you can see one of the girls there. You can see their little dog, or dug as they call them over here. Although, that's rather creepy, the dog has lost his head, look. The dog's head's worn away, so it's a headless dog. Oh my god. Okay, on we go. Well, that's the sort of thing we're looking for, boys and girls. You see that? If I, no, yeah, there we go. That's better, isn't it? Oh, there's some flowers embossed on there. That's probably I'm hazarding a guess now. I've never had one of these, but probably a Rose's lime juice. A guess, but I could be wrong. But there's another piece over here which has got some embossing on. S-E-P or S-E-D. So it's a little bit like that we're that give away what's in the rough location because it's been washed out. Right, well, I've just started digging. I've just been speaking to Mark. He's on his way now. But, there's my first little hit. A clay pipe. Always good to see them. And that one's Glasgow. Glasgow on that side. I don't think there's anything on the bowl. No, probably. What name is it on the other side? It's one that I've not seen before. I'll stick it to one side. It's funny when you dig. See this little guy, this little robin here. He's having a good old nosy for what I've any bugs I might have disturbed. So he's just sitting around in the tree. And he's just waiting for me to dig up a few little worms and bugs for him. He seems to be getting a few anyway. I just thought I'd show you that little guy. There he is. Yeah, he's having a good old feed. I'm just going to give him 2 minutes and then I'm going to jump back to it. Well, after a couple of hours, that's about one of the best things we've got. He looks like a 303 shell stuck in the middle of that lot. See the hole there where the bullet would have been? What this is, I've no idea. But anyway, that's about the best of it so far. Right, boys and girls, what do you reckon this is? Do you reckon that's a bit of bomb shrapnel? And I keep talking to you about the lines that are on the piece of shrapnel. I don't know. And I just managed to separate it. There's the 303 shell that was attached to it. So yeah, just digging away. It's bloody hard going, I'll tell you. I'm cream crackered. A few bits of broken glass here and there, a few tempting things, but nothing coming out whole as of yet. Anyway, we'll try for a bit longer here. Well, me and Mark's digging away here. On a night digging, I've just pulled a G&C moor. I don't think it's anything fancy. Internal screw stopper, it's got the original stopper in. That took us, it's a blob top as well, so man, that took us ages to get out. Some nice bubbles in there as well in the glass. Mark's busy, you probably can't see here, digging away there. It's hard work though. Right, back soon. Oh, Mark got a big Bovril, big 20 ouncer. Beast of a thing. Well, there you go, boys and girls. We've just had a little find there. It's a Denby. I think these are inks because they have this pouring lip on here. But yeah, no, I can't argue with that. That's, I'll take that. There's a little Denby stamp there as well. Born Denby. Probably can't see that. We'll get a shot at home anyway once it's cleaned up. But no, we'll take that. Got a little Scottish Cooperative Wholesale Society there, sauce bottle, SCWS Co sauce. Bit of a, not sure if that's a manufacturing error actually. It's got a big, like a big dish in the glass there. Might have been from when the tip was on fire, like, but yeah. Anyway, on we go. Mark's just having a crack at it here at the minute. Seeing if you can get a ginger. Alright, back soon. Well, yeah, boys and girls, it's hard going tonight. There's not a lot coming out for us, unfortunately. That's the way it goes. I'm just trying to work away so we can get something for Mark. But like I say, it's few and far between, so yeah, we'll crack on for a wee while longer. Well, that was a fun evening with Mark from Treasure Hunting Scotland Adventures. Check out his channel, great guy. Anyway, so I've just been sorry, I'm just at the kitchen sink here. I've just been cleaning, and I've got some basic bottle brushes that I've been cleaning out with. I've done the two stonewares. That's the A large plain white or cream stoneware. No stamp on it, which is a shame. It's nice when they ever make a stamp because you know where it was manufactured. There's the Denby ink that you saw me find, and let's just see if I can get a close up on the stamp there for you. So there you go. Sorry, my hand's shaking here. Bourne, Denby. Bourne was the maker. J. Bourne, I think that says, doesn't it? Yeah. So it's James Bourne, I think it is. Denby pottery. Nice piece. Salt glaze, which is lovely. A little bit of sort of rusty. You get this sort of thing on these bottles from the dump because there's all sorts of metals and irons thrown in there as well. So you get things rusting and affecting everything else that's in the dump. But hey, we can deal with that anyway. The bottles that I found, they're actually soaking at the moment. So there's the you can maybe just see that there. That's the 16-ounce Bovril bottle, which is a beauty. Mark gave me that, so thank you for that, Mark. It's a size that I don't have, so that was greatly appreciated. And the other two glass bottles, so there's a G&C Moore bottle, which I have one of their cod bottles, and there is a John Mackay and Co. And I have one of his chemist bottles as well, one of the smaller versions. But those two bottles, they're internal screws, but they're blob tops as well. So they've got some decent bit of age to them anyway. They're not spectacularly embossed, but I like them. So and what I'm actually soaking them in here is initially I give them a first wash in just lukewarm soapy water. Usually you're supposed to give them sort of a couple of days to, when you dig the bottles out, you're supposed to give them a couple of days to acclimatise to, you know, ambient temperatures, that sort of thing. And the reason why they say that is because if you were to dig a bottle up and just put it straight into, you know, warm water or whatever to wash it, there's every chance that you could shock the glass and break it. But these are not, as far as I'm aware, they're not particularly special bottles. Things like my cod bottles, I will leave those for a couple of days just to acclimatise before I give them a light wash, and if they need it, a soak. And like I say, I'm going to soak these for 24 hours because there was all sorts of gunk inside the two big glass bottles. So I have to give those a soak, and what I soak them in is. I'm going to show you if you're ever doing this for you guys in the UK anyway. I bought a book a while ago, which is quite an old book. It's bottle collecting, it's called. I will get you the title of the book, so in case you want to look it up. It was only a couple of pounds off of eBay, but they suggested using what they call soda crystals to soak bottles in, which just helps to eat away at any of the dirt but doesn't affect the glass. So I got this from my local hardware store. I think it was about £2 or £3 for this big bag. It's what size is it? I think it's maybe about a kilo bag, but the stuff lasts quite a long time. You don't use a lot of it, and you basically you put it into some hot water, and or what I did here was I put it into hot water and then give it a really good stir. Just to get the crystals to dissolve, and then I just added some cold water, so it was just lukewarm water again in effect, and then I submerged the bottles in there, and like I say, I just leave those for initially I'll leave them for 24 hours. I'll come back and check tomorrow and see what condition they're in. It's like I say, the two glass bottles, one of them has some about an inch worth of some sort of gunk in the bottom of it. It was coated all on the inside, most of it washed off when I was just doing a light wash, but the gunk that's in the bottom, I can't reach that, so I have to find some sort of stick that I can put in there and just scrape that gunk out. Hopefully this soaking in the soda crystals is going to loosen it all up for me and just bring the bottles up. And anyway, I'll come back to you when they're nicely cleaned, and you can have a look. All right, back shortly. Well, there you go, boys and girls. That's the book that I was telling you about. It's called Bottle Collecting by Edward Fletcher. Finding, collecting and displaying antique bottles. And as I remember, this is pressed in, oh goodness now. Now originally it was £2.40 when it was brand new, but let's see when it was first printed. It's quite an old book. There we go. First published in 1972. So it gives you an idea. I think that's sort of 60s maybe when bottle collecting started. See things like finding bottle sites and recovering the bottles, clothing and tools and equipment you need, permissions for your dig, dating dumps, digging exposed sites, backfilling, digging hidden dumps, underwater sites as well, covers underwater digging. Dating and identifying your finds, which is a useful section. Cleaning, how to clean your bottles, collecting and displaying bottles, a brief look at pot lids and clay tobacco pipes. Actually, I've not read that section yet, I must look at that. And a few other bits, buying and selling, although obviously from 1972 the prices in the guides might be a little bit different now, but there's some interesting plates in there, and like I say, you can see things that we get today, so things like the penny inks, pen rest inks as well, some of the stoneware porter bottles, ginger beers, cod bottles. Obviously it hasn't changed over time, but yeah, like I say, it's an interesting book. There's a section on pipe repairs there, look, and pot lids as well. But it's really quite an interesting read. Like I say, I initially bought the book for tips on cleaning. There you go. There's bottle brushes and cleaning the outside of a bottle in a bucket of sand. That's what that is. So I'm assuming it's a bucket of sand, and you take the bottle and you for want of a better, move it up and down. Anyway, onwards rapidly. Yeah, Lipton's tea bottle there, and a hybrid bottle, skittle some people call those. It's like a Hamilton with a flat base, so it stands up. But yeah, you know, it shows you different top styles, so you have blob tops and blob tops with internal screws, cods, all sorts, shear lips, that kind of thing, free blown. Yeah, fascinating book. So like I say, I bought this one on eBay. It cost me about £3, I think it was, and that included delivery. Might have been a little bit more, I can't remember exactly, but not expensive. But a little gold mine of information is that book. So yeah, Bottle Collecting by Edward Fletcher. If you want a bit of history, or find out a bit of history about bottle collecting and some good hints and tips, then that's the book to buy. Well, there you go. There's the big stoneware ink. That cleaned up nicely. Denby. There's the other plain stoneware. Probably an ink bottle, I would imagine, or some sort of cleaning product. And out in the hall we have got. Let me turn the light on here. Bear with me a second. We have got the two. So there's the GNC More. Cleaned up nice, blob top, internal screw, and the John Mackay & Co. of Glasgow. There you go, John Mackay & Co. Please replace stopper, and they didn't replace the stopper, whoever it was, but some nice big bubbles in that bottle, as you can see there. And a couple more there as well, and a few more there. But yeah, and the other one we got was the Bovril. Oh, that's sitting down here, look. So I've just been moving things about and trying to slot things in. And there's the big Bovril. Cleaned up a nice bit of, you probably can't see it in this light, but a bit of pattern on there. A rainbow of colours really. But yeah, that's a nice thing. That's the one that Mark gave to me. Thank you for that, Mark. And there you go, that's them all cleaned up.